Have you ever stood near the ocean at night and felt like the water was listening, not watching you, waiting? Because there's a difference. In one small fishing town, the sea didn't just take fish, it took people, it took memories, and sometimes it gave things back that should have stayed buried. What the townsfolk didn't realize, what they refused to accept, was that something ancient had been living beneath them the entire time, and it wasn't asleep anymore. The town was called Greyhook, a quiet coastal place with barely 1,200 people, one main road, a single lighthouse, and a harbor that had kept families alive for generations. Fishing wasn't just work here, it was identity. Children learned to tie knots before they learned to write. Old men watched the tide every morning like it was something alive, and maybe it was. Strange things had always happened in Greyhook. Nets came back shredded, not torn, but sliced clean through. Boats drifted into harbor empty, engines still running, radios humming softly. Fishermen spoke about something brushing against their hulls late at night, slow, deliberate movements beneath the water, as if something was counting them. The elders always had explanations: strong currents, shifting reefs, big fish, but no one could explain the sounds, low vibrations that rolled through the water after sunset, too deep to be waves, too steady to be wind. When the sound came, the fish vanished for days, as if the ocean itself was holding its breath. The first person to disappear was Eli Turner. He had fished those waters for 40 years. He knew every current, every hidden rock. One calm morning, he sailed out alone. By evening, his boat drifted back into harbor. No damage, no blood, no sign of a struggle, just his boots neatly placed on the deck. After that, the disappearances followed a pattern. Always during low tide, always near the same stretch of water locals called the drop. A sudden, unnatural depth just offshore. Sonar readings never made sense there. The seabed plunged far deeper than the charts claimed, like something had hollowed it out from below. Fishermen began reporting movement beneath their boats. Divers refused to go past 30 feet, claiming the darkness below them wasn't empty, it felt crowded. One night, a teenage deckhand was found alive on the rocks miles from shore. Alive, but wrong. He wouldn't speak, wouldn't blink, wouldn't sleep. When doctors finally sedated him, he whispered a single sentence: "It knows our names." Fear spread quietly through Greyhook. Not panic, something worse: recognition. The lighthouse keeper, Martha Hale, was the first to start digging, not in the water, but in the town's past. Old journals, weathered records, handwritten notes no one had read in over a century. That's when she found it. Greyhook hadn't always been called Greyhook. Its original name was Lowhaven, and it had been abandoned once before. The journals spoke of a guardian beneath the sea, a presence the settlers called the Listener. They believed it protected the waters, kept storms away, and filled their nets, but it demanded offerings: first fish, then animals, eventually people. The writings described rituals performed during certain tides, salt circles carved into docks, chimes lowered into the water, and one final warning written in shaking ink: if the offerings stop, it will rise. Martha took a boat to the drop herself. She lowered a camera into the darkness. The footage showed no rock, no sand, just flesh, layered, scarred, slowly pulsing. Then an eye opened, not a fish's eye, something older, something aware. The feed cut out. Martha never came back. After that, the town began to change. Tides crept further inland each night. Basements flooded with salt water. Pipes vibrated with deep, rhythmic pulses, like a heartbeat beneath the streets. People started dreaming the same dream, standing underwater, unable to move, listening to something speak without sound. Then came the smell: rotting kelp mixed with iron. Cracks appeared in the harbor floor, and one night, during a storm that arrived without warning, the sea pulled back farther than anyone had ever seen. The seabed was exposed, and the truth was impossible to ignore. A massive shape lay embedded beneath the town itself. Veins ran through rock. Structures weren't built, they were grown. Greyhook wasn't beside the ocean, it was anchored to it. The creature hadn't been hunting, it had been growing. By morning, Greyhook was gone. Maps now show nothing but open water where the town once stood. No debris, no ruins, just calm waves. But fishermen miles away still report hearing something beneath their boats, a low, familiar vibration, almost like recognition. The sea is quiet again for now, because some places don't survive because they are protected, only because because they are tolerated, and beneath calm water, ancient things can wait patiently for generations, remembering every name. So if a coastal town ever feels too quiet, maybe it isn't peaceful, maybe it's listening. If you want more stories that stay with you long after the video ends, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments, do you think it ever truly sleeps, or is it just waiting for the next town to forget?